Here we go, and we are live. So I have a very special guest joining me today, and that is Jake Pham. And Jake, when you are here, I'm going to actually invite you to join and get us going. So Jake is joining me today because we are going to chat. You're so fast, Jake.
I was ready to go.
You are awesome. I was going to bring up the graphic for us here so people could see it. And now I'm wondering, can I actually do that when we're both on here? I thought that I could. Let's see. No. Okay. Maybe I can't, Jake. So we're going to have to talk about it without the picture of it.
All right.
But I posted this today, and Jake, you've been working on this for a few weeks, really, to put together Katie's story. And so if you're wondering what we're talking about, it's the post that we posted today. It is actually a flyer, kind of infographic that we've been making to talk about the changes that people have made in their lives by being a part of our program. And so, Jake, I'm going to have you kind of introduce us, walk us through what this was and what it looked like. And I think maybe highlight the pieces of this that really struck you.
Yeah, okay. So at the beginning of this semester, Julie kind of tasked me with this project of sorts. And we just really wanted to bring light to our intensive programs. And one example, one person who really benefited from this program, her name is Katie. And in this, I had to pull it up on my laptop. Let me see if, there it is.
That's great. Yes, I just pulled it up on mine too, so we could take a look at it. I love it.
So we both have a little reference right here. So I just kind of introduced Katie and kind of what she dealt with. She dealt with her FMD, her functional movement disorder, for a year and a half. You know, she had seizures, she had motor and vocal tics. She had to walk around with a cane, and you know, like her husband now is in healthcare, and people on the street used to think that he was her nurse. And keep in mind, she's only just a few years older than I am. So she was kind of, you know, planning, or rather thinking about how her life would not really be her life. She would not really be able to live it, but because of her FMD. So she was dealing with that for a year and a half. And if everyone else on the stream has a look at the graphic right now, the biggest parts of Katie's presentations, I guess.
I'm going to put it up here too.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. We love this pie chart here at Re+active, where we kind of break down what we need to most work on. So with Katie, a large part of it was her autonomic regulation, you know, like heart rate, blood pressure, and just really getting herself to calm down out of that fight or flight response. Another big part was psychosocial, so a lot of anxiety, depression, fears relating to the future, and really just trying to help her figure out that there is a future for her. You know, her life isn't dictated by her FMD, and that she's able to live a full life. She just needed the right guidance. And the big part was a lot of her sensory processing as well, and sensory integration. You know, there were lifestyle modifications. There was a lot of motor control that was worked on also, and some physical limitations. But the big three were autonomic regulation, her psychosocial aspects, and her sensory processing. So if you flip to the next page of the graphic, right there. So this intensive was actually a lot of therapies throughout the week. If everyone can see on the stream, she had 3 sessions of PT per week. She had 2 sessions of neuropsychology per week, and she had occupational therapy once a week, and she had yoga therapy once a week. And this was going on every week for 4 weeks straight. So that's a lot of therapies that she had to go through, or rather that she wanted to go through. So if we look at the results section, so the colored circles and
this is
the bar charts.
maybe my favorite part here, Jake, is how you put that together to show some of her changes, and I would love to highlight some of those things that you found.
Definitely. So the first one, the very first top two circles, this was the self-efficacy for exercise scale. So how confident Katie felt in being able to just do different exercises on her own. And the higher the percentage is, the better. So when she first started her intensive, she rated herself at 44%. And after 4 weeks, she was up to 87%, being very confident in getting back to a workout routine without people staring at her, without having to use a cane, without having a seizure in the middle of it. And then there was the patient-specific functional scale too. Again, just kind of thinking about her different functional activities that she wants to get back to, like weightlifting or getting back to work. That was a really big one. And she actually rated herself a lot lower when she started the program as well. She rated herself at 24% on this functional scale. And again, the higher the better. And by the time she ended, she was at 88%. So almost 4 times, as like she made an pretty much 4 times improvement in those 4 weeks. And then the last objective measures that were performed were the timed up and go, which is where you just get up out of a chair, walk 6 meters, and come back to sit down. The cognitive tug, so doing that same thing but counting backwards from 100 by 3, and the manual tug. And I believe in this case, it was taking a ball and passing it around herself while she was walking. So the orange color is the after and the blue is before. So she shortened her times dramatically from the tug and the cognitive tug since she started her program and by the end of the program. And if you look at the manual tug, there is no blue bar. And that's because she never finished her manual tug. She actually had a seizure right in the middle of her manual tug, and Chelsea, her therapist, her physical therapist, had to actually just guide her down to the floor. What was cool from listening to Katie's story is that, instead of freaking out, Chelsea was like, yeah, smiling. I can take this on. Chelsea knew exactly what to do. And, that was the first time that, someone who witnessed Katie's seizure was like, hey, I know what's going on. I know exactly what to do right now. Whereas everyone in the past, before coming to Re+active, would just, what's going on? What's going on? Like, emergency situation, right? Which, in that case, does not help anyone. Everyone is freaking out. So being able to just be a place here at Re+active where people can come who have like a functional neurological disorder, functional movement disorder, and have no idea what to do. It's really amazing to see how much knowledge everyone here has to be able to address everyone individually. And we were looking at some patient reviews earlier today, Julie, and one patient basically summed it up for everyone here. There's no such thing as a cookie cutter treatment, which I think is one of the best compliments any PT can get.
That's what I thought too. I was like, oh my gosh, if you ever want to just make me feel good, tell me that. Because I feel like sometimes we have to fight that desire or drive to have some sort of easy cookie cutter way, but that doesn't truly meet the person where they're at and kind of look at them in a whole picture way.
Definitely. So big thing is, what is Katie up to now? Well, her goals for the intensive, I'm not sure if they're actually on this one on Instagram. I don't think her goals were posted.
No, we moved those ones off so that it could fit on the Instagram.
Yeah, the little square, right?
Yeah.
So, a big thing was she wanted to be able to work out again. She wanted to get back to work. And guess what? She's doing all of those things. She's not having her seizures anymore. She's not getting all these stares. She's not even walking with a cane anymore. You know, she's able to walk so fluidly and smoothly. She no longer has her tremors as she's walking and not losing her balance anymore. She's able to live her life, which is so amazing. I wish that I was actually here to watch her progress and to be a part of it, but even just watching the before and after videos, wow, I get goosebumps every single time.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Yeah, and I think, I mean, first, like many kudos to you to putting together a lot of the data from her case. And you were not here when she was here. She's like gone on and graduated and back to life and back to work. And sometimes it is really nice to be able to like step back and reflect on it. And it's been nice to have you be able to help us put together that data and really take her story. And you've heard her story and you've seen the before and after. She's actually going to join me next week, next Friday, on our Facebook page to chat through that as well. If you're curious about her story, we do have we did an Instagram live with Katie a couple weeks ago, where she shared really like very authentically about her experience. And one of the things, and I know, Jake, you've experienced this by being at Re+active for the last couple of months, is the hope that she had from that very first day. And now she's sharing that with other people. And I think a lot of people with some of these more rare neurologic disorders that aren't well understood feel like they've lost hope. And that's one of the messages that we want to share, is that there is hope. There's hope for recovery, for getting to a full life, for really being where you want to be in life, even with a complex neurologic disorder. And I think, Jake, what I love, and so everybody needs to check out the Instagram post from today, is that you put together what things kind of looked like before and now, and what is possible for somebody with a functional movement disorder.
And if anyone is curious, I know that your interview with her is right here on Instagram. I think you also posted her before and after videos on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
If anyone is not on Instagram, this flyer also has QR codes linking to those exact same videos.
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot about the QR code. So you could like literally just take a little picture of it and grab those before and after videos. These are things that we share with other people with functional neurologic disorders to say, hey, you're not alone. Other people like you have had some of these similar problems and they beat it. And that's the title of this project, is how I beat FMD. And that's Katie's story. So Jake, I want to thank you for putting that together too, for assembling what Chelsea and Naoya and Andrea, our yoga therapist, and Lauren, our neuropsychologist, what our team really did in a very integrated way for Katie's treatment plan, putting all of those pieces together and helping us share it with the world.
It was a fun experience. Thank you for tasking me with it.
And there you have it, really. Jake's, by the way, Jake is an awesome PT student from USC who's been joining us. He'll be with us for a total of 4 months. So look out for Jake, because watch out, world. He's just been amazing to have as part of our team. So thanks, Jake.
Thank you for having me.
All right. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.